Halls of blood wash over me and purifying cleanse. My mind is ever sharpening, the gods my only friends. Plato will and crystallize in chatter or a teeth. This world is made of ink bites, fire, air, tear. Rainbow knife illuminates, supported by the sea. Deep nightmares, your mother's womb, program the DNA. Chemicals erode away and form a human being. Contact choose afraid to lose, there is no time to choose. Kill yourself in misery, support me, yeah. Go to city boys to build the darkest light truth. Lava is where we are, so take what is yours. Prison of the economy has never broken law.
We have Nitemirror here on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us, good sir. So, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
I've never been here before, and I wanted to play music here.
Well, yeah. Why?
Good question.
It is a good question, isn't it? I always have to ask, why the hell would you... I mean, I guess Utah is... planet Venus is pretty cool.
I've heard stories you guys have a good music scene here, actually. And, it's usually where people don't expect it, so that's why I tried to find a show over here.
You heard stories, huh?
Yeah, people told me there was really cool punk scene and cool kids here, and everything was cool.
So you watched SLC Punk.
No, people that weren't here, they told me about it.
No, I'm just giving you shit. So, where'd you come from?
Kansas City.
And where are you going?
L.A.
You're heading from Kansas City to L.A.
Yep.
That sounds like a song right there in and of itself.
I'm probably not good enough to write that song.
Oh, damn. I was hoping maybe we could be in a song of yours, but I guess that's never going to happen.
I don't care. You are right now, aren't you?
Yeah, we're in a song of yours. It's great. That was the best song ever. So, shit. What's the name of this next song?
Fuck it. What do you guys think about aliens?
Oh, man. We were going to see, folks, all of you listening out there, I actually had the privilege of meeting this guy a little earlier, and he spent the night over at my house. We had a slumber party. We had a pajama party. He has really cute pajamas, he does. And yeah, so we talked a little bit about things like supernatural stuff and things like that, and we said that we might want to bring this up a little bit during the actual show, which we may want to get to a little bit later. But I take it that that's the theme of this next song you got for us, huh?
If you want.
No, I hate songs about aliens, man. They freak me out.
Yeah, I don't have any alien songs.
Oh, okay,
I have songs
cool.
that have the word ghost in them.
Oh, really? Like, well.
Yeah, I like Ghostbusters. That's my favorite movie.
So then why the hell did you bring up aliens?
I don't know. For fun.
All right.
To bullshit nonsense.
No, I can hang. Bullshit nonsense. It's kind of a specialty of ours here on KWJUDAS. So I take it this next song is probably about spaghetti.
My songs are puzzle. They're just supposed to sound good. I don't really want anyone knowing what they're about.
Well, cool.
That's the best way to keep it.
So when the hell are you going to get to the alien part?
Whenever you want to talk about aliens.
All right, let's do it. Aliens.
Okay, do you think they're real, or do you think it's all made up for no reason, or like what do you think? What are your opinions?
Well, you want my opinion on this?
Well, Wizard believes in magic, so
I do too. I believe in magic. I think that art is magic. When you're a witch, you have your spells you cast. As a musician, you write songs, and that's a spell.
Wow, that was pretty magical what you
It's
just
real.
said.
That actually goes very deep because we could spend hours on a subject like that. Anyway,
what do you think, Wizard?
Well, mathematically, aliens have to exist.
That's my argument. Mathematically, it's like thinking the world is flat.
What?
Thinking the world is flat. It's like one life,
there are
one
flat
planet.
earthers,
That's
by the way.
retarded.
There is a group of people out there that believe the world is flat, and
I just mean like
you just jump from mathematics to the Earth is flat.
I just
though.
mean like we used to
You're
think the
kinda
world was
hopping
flat,
lily
but we
pads.
know it's circular. But
Yeah.
I don't know about flat Earth. That confuses me. I'll be honest. I don't know if I understand it. But like I do think that to think life is only on one planet is retarded. Like mathematically, like you said.
Hey, don't say retarded. This is a kid-friendly show.
But
I've got love for everyone.
I'm just kidding. No, it's a retarded idea.
That's my take on it. It is mathematically impossible for there not to be aliens out there.
It's the
Yeah,
thing
but
that
you didn't
proves it. You're like
explain.
mathematically.
Now-
when you think of
now-
it mathematically, it's like there has to be other aliens.
Now,
Like,
whether or
just
not
mathematically.
they are more or less advanced,
Mathematically.
Explain. Elaborate.
The possibilities.
How do you
Possibilities
add-
are
Okay,
millions.
so two equals alien.
Have you seen some of these?
The possibilities is just millions.
Have you seen some of these satellite photos that our deep space satellites have been taking and sending back, where most of those specks in the sky that you're looking at are actually clusters of galaxies?
Yeah.
So to get a sense
So-
of one galaxy, our single galaxy actually has high odds of having other life in it somewhere too.
Yeah,
because
I
of
think
the
there's life on like
massiveness
other
of
planets
it.
close to us.
Yeah, it's
I think
like-
that there's stuff we
it's
really
very-
don't know
it's
about.
very
Like maybe
mathematically
even
possible.
planet Earth.
I think that there's life on the moon. I think that there's life on Jupiter. I think
On
there's
which
life
moon?
our moon and other moons.
Doesn't Venus have like 3 or 4?
I think that there's probably people living on Venus.
We are actually broadcasting from a wigwam amongst the tree people of Venus.
But
and
we
I
are
think-
wearing we are wearing special suits that
We're
have been
looking at
provided for
one
us
of
to
the
survive up here, though.
many
We have our suits on that let us
exotic
live.
moons.
It's a little uncomfortable.
I don't mind it actually. I think the weather's pretty
But
nice.
it turns out that these here natives to Venus really dig peanut shells because they've never seen them before.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
think the
pretty
tree
cool.
people were real, but apparently that's the dominant species here on
And
Venus.
so somehow
I understand that.
Derpishly got the Venus folk to send a ship
They built a
to us.
flapper wingamathing.
and pick us up and
They hired
and
Dr.
drag us
Seuss to
back
engineer
there,
it.
and when we're all done, they're gonna send us
wingamathing.
back. But
You have to wear a spectacle to fly it, though.
I'm good with my monocle.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say was monocle.
A spectacle.
I fucked that one up.
Yeah, you should play a song, damn it. You have to make a
All right.
recommends.
Now I feel okay.
yeah, let's have a song
Yeah.
for sure.
Something about
hear it.
aliens or ghosts or
Or ghost aliens,
Ant-Man
or alien ghosts.
or, Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, let's get that good old-fashioned reverb to make it sound like we really aren't on planet Venus. Word. So he's going to head back into the bathroom, folks. Yeah, just give him a second. Plug his guitar back into the toilet seat. And yeah, all those bees are coming straight out of the bowl. It's kind of weird. I have no idea how he does it. Well, it's because you're not doing anything. Wizard. We're having technical difficulties, folks. Nitemirror, KWJUDAS, on Free Radio Provo. Thank you all for tuning in and listening.
You're nothing like the rest of us. How do you get off on doing? Whenever you feel like it's rules to think too far to fit in. But I love alienation. I can see you're scared, so you stay where you feel comfortable. I love corporations. They destroy our culture and they use you as a vehicle. I thought the odds were for the not a fucking bitch like you who would punch your cheek and not get you. I don't wanna be part of it. No one can win with the guy with the gun. Just enthusiastic and everyone is laughing harder. I love stagnation. Teaching your place when your ego's out of control. I love determination. You should be scared, you don't have the tools to confront me. I love alienation. I see your scared, so you stay where you feel comfortable. I love corporation. They destroy our culture and they use you as a vehicle.
Nitemirror, KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. Provo.
Exactly.
Free Radio Provo. Nitemirror.
Coming to you from Venus.
That one came from Venus.
Yeah, a wigwam amongst the tree people of planet Venus.
They all had to dye their hair purple to hear that song, I think.
Yeah, I hate when they have to do that.
I'm just kidding.
It sucks, but it happens.
When you think of Venus, you think they probably have purple hair for some reason.
Well, now that we're here at Venus, we've learned that they only do that for special occasions.
I forgot that.
The Venetians are kind of strange folk. Oh, yeah, we're taking a second to open a beer here. You know,
We had
when
to
you're
have
exploring a different
a moment
planet,
of
you
silence.
gotta have
So-
some rocket fuel here.
How long have you been making music?
That's a good question. I started performing live in 2005, and I had a 3-piece band for a while. And then after that, I started making music with drum machines. That was more experimental, but I still like rock and roll.
So what was the name of your 3-piece band you were in?
It was called The Armory. They're from Lawrence, Kansas.
Do they still exist?
No.
So were you kind of like the one that was writing all the shit, or
Yep.
did you take any of that material and make it into your...
No. There's like a life cycle process to a song. You write it, and you're like, oh, this is cool. And then you record it, and you're like, okay, this is cool. And then you perform it live, and then that's when you see the best of it. But then it wears out, and you're like, I'm done with this. And you have
Right.
to move on to the next thing.
I get what you're saying. That's a cool way of looking at it.
If you keep staying with one, it will kill you. You can't you have to let go of those songs and do new shit.
I agree. Sometimes, it's really easy to get burnt out on the same stuff.
Yeah.
And especially when you become solo.
you really don't have to deal with anyone else.
Anybody.
You can do whatever you want, and
exactly.
really make yourself embarrassed of what you release.
We've actually had a couple
That's
of
the key.
solo.
I
We've had a couple of
understand that
solo
too.
acts through here before that have gone on that same philosophy. Like they
It's
had
hard.
other projects they'd been in. Some of them even still had ongoing projects, but because there's so many people involved, they're like, I couldn't go on tour with them.
Don't get too
So
drunk
it's
to get
not
back
worth
to
it.
Earth now.
Yeah, fuck Earth. That's a prison.
I don't want to get
They
stuck
got
on Venus
prison on
all
that
night.
shit.
I mean, I love it here, Wizard.
Well,
you're a little more accustomed to Venus than I am.
I've
only
been
been
here
here
more than
once.
once. I come.
Well, then
here
why
on
do
a
you
whim.
own property up here?
What can I say?
We got this fucking wigwam. Is this just like your family estate or some shit?
No,
I
it's,
assumed you'd been up here a million times.
Oh yeah, dude, a million and one now.
The
You're like,
glass
hey, let's go
castles are
stay at
tight.
my parents' cabin, and here's this little like tree hut made amongst the tree people in planet Venus.
I've had
it's not
this
even
one-
on the real planet. That's one of their moons.
I've had this one for about a century and a half.
It's cool though.
Bullshit, man. That's bullshit. I mean, I appreciate Derpinsley finally funding a trip like this. It's
I like the
kinda cool.
Crystal Mountains.
Yeah, the Crystal Mountains were actually that was probably
They're pretty
the
tight.
main feature of this trip so far.
Yeah.
I have to admit that was kind of cool. But yeah, should we have another song?
Sure.
We don't want to just sit here and make up imaginary shit all night.
Hey,
I'm sure we could
it's
just spend
actually,
the whole
There's
damn time.
Nothing wrong with that, actually. Well, Harry, tell me some of your guys' things that piss you off. Those are good things to talk about, actually.
Nothing.
Oh, my ass. Like, yeah.
okay.
Absolutely nothing pisses me off.
Everything
That's
pisses this
horseshit.
guy off.
Yeah.
but that's
Well,
besides
that's the
point.
right answer.
Like the most
Life
mild
When someone
mannered.
says nothing, the answer is everything.
Yeah.
The most mild mannered,
Waking up
kindest,
pisses this guy off.
nicest.
What do you think of
Just
microwaves?
Existing irritates this guy.
Yeah, life.
So,
Yeah,
besides
existence.
all that, how long have you
humankind.
been on tour?
Say that again?
How long have you been on tour?
Since Tuesday.
Since Tuesday.
yeah.
Have you been on tour before?
Yeah. Usually what I do is I go on week-long stints so that I can still have a life and live, but then also go on tour and like play shows. Like
An experience.
Yeah,
Other
exactly.
places
So go
and
back
other
and forth,
people.
and you're in charge of it. Like it's like I know when I'm playing these shows, and you'll work harder at it since you have to fight for it. You know, if things are handed to you, you're not gonna work that hard at it, and it's not gonna be that good.
So, awesome.
Damn it, we just went from let's hear
So
another
the-
song to the things
no,
that
no,
piss
no,
you
but-
off to how long have you been on tour. Well, this is not how a show works. Damn it.
Sure it is. Dude, it works however we want it to work, Judas.
We've been talking too fucking long. Oh, sorry, I said fuck. Sorry, folks. I said fuck like 3 times. Hey, you should play another song.
Let's have another song.
It's been too many times, and I'm just going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep dropping F-bombs, as we call them here in Planet Venus. So, the name of this next ditty you've got here. What do we call this?
I'm not telling you.
This the.
I don't have names for them until they're released.
Oh, I get it. So it's a cover song. Yeah,
We
he
are
was
ready.
telling me last night about how he's got this really awesome David Bowie song that he wanted to cover.
Time seems to top each other. This harmony or bad idea, which I can never try. I own my own bar. If between dead and dying, then I because I am the cause. Waste the breath and chances of death. With the shitty Wednesday with a girl with nowhere planned. That's not on you don't have yourself. I'm representing anything
Oh shit, I dropped my mic. That song was cool. What was the name of that? Oh wait, never mind.
Okay, here's the
No, you don't have to tell me.
working title, Crystal Palms.
Crystal
that's so
Falls.
not cool. You know what I mean? It might turn into a cool name later.
What's not cool? The reverb on the voice or the? Because it sounded like you were like
The
coming
song's
from
cool.
the crystal.
The name for it is not good. I can't come. I'm bad at coming up with names, so I spend the longest time for that. Actually, the other
tell
shit
me
is
about
easier
it.
for me. I'm not good at funny, cool shit.
I got songs I've been playing like half my life, and I still don't know what the hell to call any of them.
Come up with a theme for your album, and then just be like, "Oh, it's ice cream," so I'm just gonna name it this. Like that's what I do now.
It's clever.
It puts it together easier, and you're like,
Wow. You don't even have to
it
think about it.
hides what it means too. You don't.
And people are going to look for way more meaning than there is.
Yeah, exactly.
Deep.
It's still there. I think that stuff's valid. As many ideas as you can pull out of something, they're still valid. One isn't more important than the other one.
Hey, Wizard, we should just name that one song we can't name something about ice cream or some shit.
Yeah, come up with something you guys like.
Which one that we can't name?
I don't know. I already hate it.
Tin Can Lake.
If you hate it, if you hate it,
Tin
cut it.
Roof Sunday. There we go.
Tin Roof Sunday.
If you hate
Dude,
it, you
it's
should
Tin
cut
Can
it.
Lake.
I
It's Tin
cut
Can
songs all the time.
Oh, no. We love the song. We
Oh,
just
yeah.
don't know what the hell to call it. We have that problem all the time.
So, I have another question for you.
I'm going to pour a shot. Do you guys want one?
What? Yeah, I'll have
I'm not
a half
drinking
shot.
wait,
that.
you're-
I have to only drink
you-
whiskey. I cannot drink that vodka. I'm sorry. I appreciate it.
I didn't think you were going to kill that whole pint before the end of the...
Well, that's what I mean. We're
come
gonna
on,
have some fun.
Arla.
I'm trying to have pretend. We're having fun. Like,
Oh, yeah, of course.
And there's no hurry to get out of here. Like these Venetians have invited us to.
It's helping me
some
perform.
fun
I'm
after
hitting
Yeah,
my
but have you
notes
seen what
correctly.
they eat?
I have, and it's not edible, but
It looks
by
pretty
human
cool.
standard, no. It looks cool.
I-
but would you
animals-
put that in your mouth?
They have blue blood.
They're wriggling.
It's really cool, and it's
They're
white.
still
White
alive.
muscle.
I may or may not have packed something tasty.
May or may not, huh?
Yes.
May or may not.
Yes.
Usually
Behold.
that means baloney.
It's not an eggplant.
Okay, well, a bologna and eggplant
So,
usually is your thing.
Back to the question
Bologna
at
eggplant
hand. We
sandwiches
got
are
sidetracked by Venetian.
Do you guys like
food.
spam?
So back to the point.
Bologna and eggplant is your dish.
I know.
That's unique. I've never heard that before. I've
I
had
know,
eggplant
it's-
lasagna before. but
Whenever
not
he says
no
I
fucking
may or
bologna.
may not have brought food, it's
Bologna's a little much
because
for
you
me.
know what it's going to be.
It's
I
not
can't
an
eat
eggplant.
bologna. That's just nasty. to
Bologna
me.
and eggplant
I left the
sandwiches
eggplant home this time.
with the mayonnaise and tuna.
Actually,
spread.
yeah,
they were
city.
they were
No,
jealous
thank you.
of the beautiful lavender of my eggplant because it was
Yeah.
purpler than their hair, and so they
That's
would not allow it on
Those
the
Venus
ship. That's the
they
only
know
reason why
what's
there's no
going on.
eggplant.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. They were jealous.
It was
of
rich
the
with minerals.
tone of my
I believe.
eggplant. Because
I like purple.
Yeah.
I like Prince. That's one of my favorite musicians. And I always liked purple. Like people,
I
you know,
could
they
show
say
you-
that's gay and shit, but I think
but-
it's cool. I
But
don't care what people
before
think.
You,
No, it's a
before you
great
leave,
color.
before you leave tonight, I should show you pictures of this amazing Prince shrine that they built out at E11 the year that he died.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's an awesome
I wanted
shrine
to
that
meet
these
him
people
before.
built.
Yeah,
he
it
died.
is unfortunate they made a shrine for Prince.
He probably
You're
thought the
such
same
an
thing.
ass, Judas.
He probably thought the same thing. He doesn't want
Look
that.
at him, dude. I mean,
He doesn't
look
want
at
that
him.
shit.
In fact, I'd rather talk to Clark.
Clark will die soon. We will have him vanquished, sodomized, and
Can I
drawn
use
and
a sip of
quartered.
your chaser? Anyway,
Oh, yeah,
what,
you
what's,
need some
what's,
chaser,
I'm going
don't
to
you?
finally ask you this question. We've been stalling and getting sidetracked, and I just want to ask you one question. What's the most awkward thing that has ever happened to you on tour?
Yeah, well,
Oh, look out for that.
this is no disrespect to the person that I played it, because this was a good show in some ways. But like, I go to this place I'm playing in Ohio, and it's in a basement, and I'm supposed to be playing with this other band, and I think they're more like death metal or some shit like that, which I like that stuff. It kicks ass and stuff, and like, but it's like we get there and we're all hanging out, and like I think I got a little bit too high, like literally, and like then we go downstairs and he's like, all right, this is where you're playing, and then it was like a fucking corner that was literally chain link fenced off. And, like, you couldn't get to it from a very good angle. Like, you had to go through this weird area. I'm like, am I about to get chained in this basement? And this whole thing's like a prank. And, like, I'm going to die. Like, I have to fight this dude. Yeah, it's like, I will fight you. Like, you're not going to kill me, bitch.
Did the
I will
death
fight.
metal band play there, too?
Well, no. I mean, this is just what I'm told. And I'm, like, going downstairs to load the equipment. You know what I mean? Like, but then the other band canceled. And so I had to play by myself. And, like, I had to play behind this fence. And it was, like... It was different, and like some kids were into it, some kids weren't, but I didn't care. But like I tried to get as forward as possible because I don't like barriers between me and the other people.
I don't know. Playing behind a fence sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not.
like corn or something.
Well, but
it looked cool from when you were coming towards it, but when you were looking at it from this way, it was not cool. I will say that. No, it wasn't.
Note to self.
I like to go act at people. Like if they're just standing there with a vague look on their face, I like to kind of go into their personal zone. It's funny not to be hurt anybody's feelings, but also to hurt somebody's feelings a little bit, probably.
Well, that
At least to get their attention, to get them into it.
Some kid was like he had like a glow stick and he was trying to poke me with it through the fence, and it was like a fucking a joke about the fence almost. And like as I was playing, I was like going over there and like tried to bite it out of his hand, and like I don't know, it was stupid, but.
Dude, that sounds awesome. I don't know what you're
awesome.
talking about.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If I was there, I would have been like trying to feed you crackers and shit.
It was weird. It was not cool. Like I said,
Would it have been cooler with crackers though?
probably.
Okay. I rest my case.
So it's time for another song, I think.
Yeah, well, let's have another little ditty, shall we? We have Nitemirror here joining us, clear from Kansas City, Kansas. That is where Kansas City is, right?
Yes.
Just making sure. There's a lot of cities named after stuff that aren't in that stuff. Did that make any sense?
Of course it did.
Yeah. Yeah. Play something heavy. Yeah, yeah, yeah!
You can make them play. Smash your pocket, flash you stand upon. Pretending to be the best. Until I come along and pop that back and forth for it long. Oh, I'm not sure to be powerful. My teeth go wide, screaming wide across the front I'm drawn. Through me was never born. Until I came inside your home alone.
Pop, 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 pop. I almost dropped my microphone again there.
Sweet.
That song was cool.
Thank
it was
you.
like mayhem, except for you went, ah! That was awesome. That was pretty awesome, I thought. Well, I've never heard of
put a
mayhem
spice
song
it up
that
in there a
does
little
that.
bit. Things are getting.
Excuse me. Sorry, it was very attractive.
I don't care.
That's how you attract the ladies, the Venetian ladies here on planet Venus, moon.
So on a more serious note, do you pee? Do you pee?
Yes. I had to piss in a bottle on the drive down here.
No way.
Judas.
Whatever.
Some of it exploded on my pants.
I
but
think
then
we
it
just
dried
found
off.
another person that
But so that's technically a piss pants a little bit.
I was that was my next question is when was the last time you peed your pants?
Yesterday when I pissed in a bottle and it spilled on my pants.
There you go. There you go. I think
Damn, you did that just yesterday and you slept on my fucking couch?
No.
Dude, not cool. You didn't even tell.
you peed your pants today, Judas.
It dried.
Fuck.
It's fine.
It dried where?
No.
On my couch?
It was dry before I got to your house. It's all good, dude. It was a little
You're
bit.
safe.
It was
I
a very
did tell
small
you
amount.
could use my shower, too.
I didn't do that.
But you don't have a washing machine. It was on his pants.
I don't
not on
care.
him.
I have multiple pairs of pants.
Don't
for
tell me
occasions
you've
like
never
this.
just jumped in the shower with your clothes on just because you needed to change or clean your clothes.
I've never done that one before.
Not
Really?
since I was like
No.
18.
I'll just
Well,
wear them
yeah,
shits
you don't have to. 'cause
dry.
You have
Thank
a
you.
goddamn washing machine. I still don't. I have to pull an Eddie Valiant. That's what
Do
we
you
call
have
it.
to wash your thing on a washboard?
No. you get your
Get a
goddamn
washboard.
socks in the fucking
Sink?
an Eddie Valiant, just like off Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Do you use dishwashing soap or laundry detergent?
Either or, you use what you got.
How do you do the fucking laundry detergent and that shit?
The laundry detergent's better, I think.
And then you just like stir it with a
But
spoon?
yeah,
like,
well,
how would you
it
do
still breaks up.
Yeah,
I mean, you
I'm
still-
curious.
You gotta like
I'm an experimental person. I will
scrub
do-
it and everything.
Yeah, well, I will wash shit out of my clothes. Like I do all that stuff. Like
Yeah, me and Captain Freedom have to do it all the time because we don't have the privilege of a washing machine.
yeah,
and
I was
dryer.
very privileged. I got a wash machine. Like, but we've not had them before. It's
it sucks.
a struggle out there.
I have to
Like,
bring over my
understand.
laundry every damn band practice.
Yeah.
It's not a privilege to have one of those. We worked pretty hard for that.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
privilege.
no, I mean it's a
Working
perk.
hard for
It's a
something
perk. It's
doesn't
something
make it
positive.
not a
It's not a
privilege.
hater. I'm not coming off the hater.
You got to work to have a fucking roof over your head, and I'd still
Yeah.
consider that a privilege.
Yeah.
You got to work to have this fucking vodka in this.
I mean, I like to
in
hang
this
clothes
shot
out.
glass that I'm about
I like to
pour.
hang clothes
And I
out on the
consider that a
on
privilege.
the line outside. Like so I thought, why don't you wash clothes with a fucking basin with a wash? Like I'm like they used to do that. Like what?
Well, yeah.
What if electricity disappeared all of a sudden? And like you
well,
had to do that
I wouldn't
once?
mind because I've already had to do all that kind of.
That's what I mean.
Too much.
I thought about doing that once.
No, I can't say I wouldn't mind because we wouldn't be able to broadcast this show.
I spent the
Now,
entire
could we?
I spent the
That-
entire
yeah,
summer in the
it
mountains.
could happen, but I agree with you. Like, yeah, that would be tight. See, I like that idea.
Yeah,
It's a
if
bl-
we were
it's
in the
different,
mountains,
dude. It's rough.
You're fighting. It's hard. You're
Yeah.
busy doing easy things, but you're taking a lot of time doing this.
you spend all day surviving. Like
I think it makes you more
preparing for
awake.
the next day.
When you're like bored, you're like, oh, I'm bored. Like you have to think of something to do. It's like work. Like,
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to do that work. Like,
well, in your woods, it's not like work; it's just surviving.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you don't have a choice anymore.
It's fun.
it is. I love. It is fun to me. Like
Splinters
just
are
for
fun.
fun.
That's why I spent in. Yeah, I don't
Killing
mind,
shit's
dude.
fun.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's
Ripping trees out of the ground, that's fun.
That's fun.
Throwing rocks at things, that's fun.
you're right. Everything you're saying is
Yeah,
true.
all the stuff that guys
Fires,
love.
starting
Spitting
fires
on
are
stuff. Peeing and pooing in the woods.
Pooing in the
I
woods.
tell you, it's a
I'll do
pirate's
not
life
as
for me,
great,
folks.
Maybe, probably.
No,
Pissing
poo-
in the woods is probably better.
Now, pooing in the woods is great.
I've
Especially
never
when
done
you-
that one before. I don't think.
When you poo under another poo, huh, Judas?
I had my friend wipe his ass with like poison ivy. Like I can't be having those gambles.
Wow, who still falls for that trick? I think that was like Mother Nature's first prank ever. It's like, hey,
yeah. No,
let's
thank
put these
you.
leaves out here that people are gonna like.
Every
wipe
time I
their
get
ass
poison
with.
ivy, it's on the dick. So like I'm not having that shit.
You-
Like it's
Well,
that's
quit
the worst place to have
having
it.
sex
Oh,
with
yeah.
poison ivy.
I think so. That must be it.
I
probably helped the
have
problem.
never found myself
It's
in
not
the
a fun
mountains
time, I'll tell you.
pooing in the woods without teepee that I brought.
I've wiped my ass with a rock.
He did. He had to use a leaf, and I would do the same.
But I
understand.
also recognize my plants. Like I'll walk into an area and be like, okay, that's.
That's because
Poison
wizard
ivy.
poo
Maybe it turned into an
immediately
old wives'
fertilizes
tale.
everything around it and turns it into fairy
No,
letters.
I believe you because I know I personally know many people that have been that awesome to not just grab whatever leaves are available and wipe their ass. And
Yeah,
it's poisonous.
maybe he's
I'd
bullshitting
still
me
have
to
to
tell a
say-
good story. Who knows at that point?
Shitting underneath a cow pie was probably one of my best.
And I witnessed that one because he thought it was a rock, and I'm the one that had to tell him that he shat under some
It was
shat.
night time.
Yeah,
and
it was in the dark.
I was just trying to cover it up with whatever was there, and it was nighttime. And if I remember right, it was just like I was just giving someone the heads up, like, "Hey, if you go venturing out there, I took a shit. I covered it with a rock." And then, well, truth be told, I don't know how the hell you found it. He found my poo under a poo, literally under a dried cow pie.
I did.
And that, folks, is how you play hide the Duke.
It's true. It's
How
true.
did you go about finding that? Like, why and how?
Well,
How did that actually come about? Is my question.
I think
I'm-
that's a postmodern haiku.
I'm wandering out from camp, dude. I'm wandering out from camp looking for a place to poo myself, and I see.
And I just tell you to poo under the
No,
cow pie
no.
shaped
No,
rock.
no.
Why did you wipe
You
your
gotta
ass
let me
on?
finish
That
if
was
you
the
wanna
real
know.
question.
Yeah, we got okay.
So,
Where
Finish
did
the
you wipe
story,
your ass?
but
What did you wipe your ass
I
with?
really
poo?
don't remember. To be honest, I might have even brought toilet paper.
no, you had toilet paper.
And
If
stuck
you wiped
that
your ass
under
with
the
another
fucking-
rock,
I probably put that
and it
under
turned
the
out to
cow
be
pie,
poo,
too.
it might
You
create
did
another
have toilet
dimension.
paper. Anyway, so you were asking how I came about finding this supposed poo under supposed turd.
Yeah,
He stepped
I
in
would
it.
like to know how you
No, I
just
didn't step in it. No,
in a whole vast desert wasteland, how you happened to just uncover. You're like, hey,
no,
why
no,
don't
no,
I just
no.
poo
If
underneath?
you just
that?
let me finish, it will make way more sense. Than
It's
you
already a
realize.
cartoon at
If
that
you
point.
just let me damn get it
Go,
out.
get,
I keep
get
trying
on with
to
it.
keep cutting me off.
God damn it! Let's hear it.
Anyway,
Son of a bitch.
so I'm looking for
Poo.
a place to poo
Get
when
to
the
the
sun
poo.
is coming up, and I'm walking out past the cars, planning on heading out behind the fucking bushes, and there is this, what is supposed to be a perfectly flat-bottomed cow pie that is just sitting up on an angle.
What the fuck?
You know, the flat bottom's just like whoop, and there's a little bit of toilet paper poking out.
Was
from
there a
under
mushroom
It was
growing
not
out of
hard
it?
to find.
Okay, whatever. Dude. You're a
Judas,
poo finder.
What you told us
That's
that you,
another dimension. When you've took a shit under a shit, that's I think
did,
that's
though.
Hemingway said that once. John
Yeah.
43.
I've done
And
that.
it's in
I've
the
done it.
Bible, I think.
I'm just saying, it's the truth.
So
There's an old haiku from a different country that talks about this.
Can we hear you recite?
Can you
No,
quote this
I don't.
haiku?
We're gonna have to find the experts on that one.
No,
I'm
Google
not
that
quite
shit,
sure.
man. Pull your phone out and Google that shit.
Yeah,
Or you could
Google's,
just,
Google's
write a
been
song about
tracking
it.
me for a fortnight. I'm gonna have to block Google for a year.
That sucks. It happens to everybody, though.
Yeah, I
So
know.
we should have
least
another
once or
song,
twice a
though.
year.
I think it's time for some
Yeah.
music.
Let us engage in another
Let's have a country one on this.
a country song. Yeah, we want a country
country.
song.
Country.
What's the name of this one? Or did none of your songs have names? Hey, can we just name your songs?
This one's called Electro Wasteland.
Electro Wasteland. That's great. That's a great idea. You should keep it. You should. Whoa, you almost hit yourself in the nuts.
I saw Jimi Hendrix do that.
Hit himself in the nuts? Oh. I think it'd be a lot funnier to watch Jimi Hendrix hit himself in the nuts.
Yeah.
No matter who you are. Like, imagine if, I don't know, the Notorious B.I.G. just hit himself in the nuts.
It would have to be a baseball.
He did it twice.
That would be fucking.
Like, if he just did it, like, on purpose, too. Or even on accident. That'd still be funny.
So,
Nitemirror, KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo, Provo.
Okay.
Let's try it again.
Provo.
Provo.
Free radio. This song by Nitemirror. KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo.
It's a challenge to snap into those songs like that. I like this. This is a good challenge.
Hey, you should quit talking with an echo, dude. It's pissing me off. It's annoying, man. I can't even focus on what you just said.
Sorry.
What did you say?
I like just having to snap into songs like that. It's a fucking challenge. It's a unique challenge. I don't think I'd ever be put in this situation any other way.
Yeah, it's not like your regular Ma and Pa show.
It's cool. No, it is. You're wrong.
Oh, it is? Oh. Well,
that's what makes it strong.
First, you look like Ben and Teller, and now you're your regular Ma and Pa show. Well, I guess
you better bake the lasagna for that one.
You'll find a hole in the back of my head, self-inflicted wound in the fucking barn tomorrow night, Arliss.
Just smoke a blunt. Maybe you'll change your mind.
Well, yeah, it always does. That's kind of what those things are for, right?
Yeah, it will stop you from suicide.
Yeah,
I think it will.
In fact, I've been thinking of opening my own suicide hotline.
Maybe you already have.
What? No.
You would be so terrible at that job, Judas.
I know. I'd probably just
you
blow
would just
my
go
own damn
on
brains
to
out.
all of them about how terrible life really is.
Yeah, it would be kind of fun. I would probably do it if I was in Colorado because it's legal. Not suicide, folks. Not suicide, of course. But you know what I'm talking about. The remedy for that. And so, of course, you open up a suicide hotline, and you give a prescription over the phone. So I would have to have some sort of... would you quit dropping your...
No, I'm going to drop everything.
If you're thinking about committing suicide, you should not feel guilty. Maybe the stress will go away if you feel guilty about other people's opinions of yourself. That will help you a little bit.
Oh, no, dude. People want to kill themselves because life's a bitch.
Yeah.
Not because of other people's opinions of themselves. Unless they're in high school.
They're all the same. They're all the same.
High school
They'll
kids
manifest
kill
themselves in some complicated
opinions.
argument like you had, but they come from that initial root that is childish.
Hey,
That's
whatever.
what you will find. It will be the truth when you find it yourself.
Keep smoking your blunts and drinking your Jim Beam, you damn hippie. Just drink away your
I'm a punk.
problems.
Hippies are... I'm not... I've got... No, I'm
You're
not
one
hippie.
to talk.
Just
Sorry.
keep smoking away your problems, man.
Okay.
It's easy. It's really easy to say
Self-project.
not to kill yourself when you're fucking high on drugs and drunk off drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah, see? Nothing to say. Nothing to say, folks. So, Yeah, unless you're drunk or high, go kill yourself.
Bore yourself into a new person. You have to kill the old person that you were. There is that suicide that's valid.
This is why I don't have my own suicide hotline.
Yeah, that's why I laughed when you said that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You should never have a suicide hotline, Judas.
You just, if you're feeling low.
Your name is
feeling
Judas.
Low,
I don't know if people are going to listen to that.
Go Judas' suicide hotline. Just give us a call. Yeah. I would actually do exactly what I just said. Tell you to get drunk, get stoned, or go kill yourself. And if none of those things work, go catch some crawdads or polywogs and watch them grow into frogs. It's actually really cool. Have you ever actually... No, for real.
Yeah, I love nature.
Yes,
I've got respect.
Yeah, it is pretty
That's
cool.
where you learn everything.
You like go out and catch a milkweed caterpillar and you feed it milkweed and it turns into a monarch, dude. It's cool. It's real, dude.
Yeah, we have milkweed in Missouri, but I've never heard of this process you just told me. And we have a lot of monarch butterflies that fly through the seasons.
Must just be a Utah thing, dude.
Yeah, let's talk about regionalism a lot. It's one thing. It is a conversation.
It's one of the miracles of Utah.
That's funny.
Milkweed caterpillars.
What about dinosaurs?
Do
you guys talk about dinosaurs a lot these
days?
days?
We have the Utah raptor, bro.
Oh,
never heard? You never recognized?
I've got my Jurassic Park shirt, but it's. I like dinosaurs a lot.
I had a couple of those actually.
I've got one.
You still have it, huh?
I have one. Yeah.
I'd rock that if I still.
I've got a Ghostbuster shirt and a Jurassic Park shirt. I like cool movies.
What I really miss is my NWO Wolfpack shirt.
Well, wrestling's cool. I actually got respect for it. My cousin was into it, and I didn't understand it.
It's so stupid.
It's actually rock and roll.
It's terrible.
They used to tour like rock and roll artists.
Well, yeah, it's more of
it's the same culture actually, and it's cool.
It is. I mean, like we were just talking about Chris Jericho. One of the most terrible people ever.
Yeah, when it came to pro wrestling, I was a dork. I liked
Sting. Talking about rock and roll and wrestling.
I like
and how
Stone
terrible
Cold
it
Steve
is.
Austin. I like him.
I
think he's funny.
Okay, The Rock. That's what it's all about. The Rock, man. You all right?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I heard that Riff Raff is trying to be a wrestler. Did you guys hear that? He's talking to WWF or some shit.
I heard that Kid Rock should be a wrestler.
Kid Rock's trying to be a senator. What do you guys think of that one?
Definitely move.
I support him. I support Kid Rock. I think he's cool.
I support him
like
retiring from politics. And
I think he should go into politics. I think that it's a good idea. I give respect to Kid Rock. Give him his props.
So he needs to get into pro wrestling because that's something he'd be good at.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, before we go into the next song, since none of y'all can actually see what's going on out here, this is one of the little things I like to do at each show is explain our performer's setup. It's a frequent subject. So he's got these two beautiful guitars that have a fairly unique finishes to them. They are sparkle red. I don't even know what you actually call it. Is there an official name for that finish?
I don't really know. I would say it's large flake. They call it candy paint on cars.
Candy paint. You need a microphone. You need to be talking into that microphone. No. I was like, okay, whatever. So I guess.
Yeah, but he doesn't get a segment unless you respond, jackass. Come on.
I can describe without him responding.
Much love. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
It's all good. No disrespect.
Me neither. I didn't mean to call you a jackass.
So,
sorry.
So me being,
I'm a jackass.
Me being a screen printer, I use a series of specialty inks that have a very similar effect called Fleck.
Yeah, it's like they put glitter in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's very large chunks of glitter. It's cherry red.
It's like that's what made me buy this. It was fucked up. The neck was all sideways.
And he has done lots of repairs just to save this guitar with this gorgeous finish. He's sent it through lots of repairs.
It was on clearance for like $60, and I was like, "What?" And I was like, I put it on layaway because I was broke and couldn't afford it, and like someone else helped me pay for the rest of it. Thank you very much. And then it was like, I had to fix it for like 2 weeks and hoping I don't break it while I'm trying to fix it. Like,
and so he's running the guitar through a pretty decent effects pedal.
oh no, that's just my tuner. I just plug it straight into the amp. The effects will kill your signal. I've got a nice tube amp. It's a Laney VC50.
Oh, there you go.
And
it is a nice amp.
It's tube amp. I've got two. I can't think of what the tubes are, but they're the tall ones that are crunchy. And I've got a bunch of A17s that are small, but I don't know what they are. But
and his drumming is
yeah, it's crossed between a Casio automatic. Like I like Wesley Willis. He's a huge inspiration to me, and he would just use pre-programmed Casio beats. And when I started this project, that's all I had was a Casio that I found in the trash can. And so I had to make beats out of that stuff. Sometimes I'd play it live off the keys and record it live, and sometimes I would just use a pre-programmed one. So there's those two things. And then I've also made beats off of it's a Korg. Do you know Korg samplers very well?
Yeah.
What's the cheap shitty one?
Right.
The sample, it's like $300.
I know what you're talking about, but I couldn't tell you the.
That's the one I've got. I don't know what it's called. But I've been using beats with that, and it's way better. Like, if I have songs in 3, that's a fucking nightmare to try to do on shit. And, like, you just want to kind of play it, but you can't.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare. Like,
Yeah, I get you. I get you. So, we are also...
We got about 8 minutes. Let's have another song and then probably a commercial.
He's tuning.
You're still tuning Jesus.
I was just trying to... Well, I kept interrupting his tuning process because I'm an asshole, and I wanted to explain his setup, and he could explain it better than I could, so he got involved, and that was his choosing. So, I was also about to explain the reason why we haven't had a commercial yet is because we were not expecting this difficulty of... data transmission being all the way up here on Venus.
It's
they
also
always like we have about maybe a third or more of this download complete for the commercial that Derp actually wants us to do.
This is like one of those weird green and black screens where it all just comes up like letter by letter and shit. It's really weird. Plus, there's this crazy, creepy like bat thing on the ceiling that I thought was a giant bat, and then I realized it wasn't giant or a bat. It was actually really small, and it was a moth, and it looked like a bat.
And they're kind of like cats
right there,
here on Venus.
Actually, it's kind of freaking me out.
They use them as pets.
We're gonna have to kill that thing when we're done with this show. I'll just kill it now. Don't do Jesus. Okay, it's dead. Okay, you tuned?
Yep.
The next name of this next name.
This is called Get On My Level.
Get on my level. Get on my level by Nitemirror. KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. Provo.
Picture coming out of the woodwork, pitch what they don't got. Following the wrong illusion, make up the paper. Tears coming out of India, suffering people. Then something out of the sky, nothing never seen here before. Said you want to try, think they went on level. We said it go if we could, join you way up here. Gotta get back to your roots. No one remembers your name. Party all by yourself. Isn't anyone real out there? Set you on try to the well on level. We said it go to freedom.
Well, you want to do another song real quick? We're still not receiving the transmission.
We're still awaiting download.
It's
sucked.
almost
It's really
finished.
dude. I guess it shouldn't surprise us that way out here on fucking Venus. Sorry, I said the F word. The wizard almost never says the F word.
You floated it out. Nitemirror on KWJUDAS freeradioprovo.
Don't get addicted to it. I push my friends to see me in person. I find myself on most days. Find a job and all of your new friends. Some things never change. Anybody really connected? Or are you just on a passing train? CIA's got your family photos. New ideas are not treated the same. Find your TV if you come wrong. I do to go every day. Don't make the same mistake tomorrow. Sweet.
Hey, Derpinsley kid, it's me, Derpinsley guy.
Whoa, Derpinsley guy.
That's right, me, Derpinsley guy, the derpinest derp that Derpin Schler. What am I doing?
What's wrong, Derpinsley guy?
I'm an annoying antagonist who relentlessly harasses little kids through telepathic dementia.
Well, that's too bad, Derpinsley.
Oh, I need a break. I've got bigger, better things. I gotta go, kid.
Oh, wait, what?
That's right. You're the new Derpinsley guy.
No, I don't know how to. Pardon me, miss. Would you like to wear some self-wetting underpants?
Get the fuck out of my sight, you little creep!
Hey, mister, would you like some microwavable popsicles?
Go ripe yourself, you little turd burglar!
Hey, kid, can I interest you in some licorice flavored?
My mommy taught me never to talk to annoying, stinky, dick antagonists in my head who harass little kids, and especially through telepathic dementia.
Good call.
That's right, Derpinsley kid. You thought this was easy. You thought being some telepathic demented retard gets you nowhere. That's what I thought. Derpinsley. And remember, if it doesn't say Derpin, it's not Derpinsley.